George Harvey Strait Sr. was born on May 18th, 1952, in Petite, Texas, and grew up in nearby Pearsall. Raised in a small-town environment, Strait developed a deep connection to the land and the hard-working values of his family. His early experiences in the rugged beauty of the Texas countryside played a vital role in shaping both his character and musical identity. From a young age, Strait was influenced by country music legends like Hank Williams, Merle Haggard, and George Jones. Their straightforward sound and emotionally resonant storytelling became the foundation for his own music. Strait's commitment to traditional country music led him to pursue a career that would later redefine the genre, blending classic influences with a unique, timeless voice that would capture the hearts of millions. Military service and education. After graduating from high school, Strait briefly attended college but soon enlisted in the United States Army, where he was stationed in Hawaii. While serving, he discovered a love for performing and joined the Army-sponsored band, Rambling Country. This experience was more than just a pastime. It gave him a chance to refine his stage presence and develop discipline, two qualities that would prove crucial in his future music career. Upon completing his military service, Strait returned to Texas to finish his education at Southwest Texas State University, now Texas State University. There, he earned a degree in agriculture, reflecting his lifelong connection to the land and rural life, a passion that would continue to influence his music and personal values. The rise of George Strait. In 1981, George Strait's musical journey took a major leap with the release of his debut single, Unwound, which quickly climbed the country charts. This marked the beginning of a remarkable career in country music. His first album, Strait Country, introduced him as a traditionalist voice in a changing landscape of pop-infused country music. Strait's sound was unmistakable. His twangy vocals, emotionally driven lyrics, and simple yet powerful arrangements won the hearts of fans and critics alike. Hits like Amarillo by Morning in the Chair showcased his ability to connect with listeners through heartfelt storytelling and timeless melodies, solidifying his place in the pantheon of country music legends. A career defined by success. George Strait's career achievements are unparalleled in the country music world. With over 60 #1 hits on the Billboard country charts, he holds the record for the most #1 singles by any artist in any genre. This remarkable consistency demonstrates his widespread appeal and undeniable talent. Strait has sold over 100 million records worldwide and earned multiple Grammy Awards. In 2006, he was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame, cementing his legacy as one of the most influential country artists of all time. Despite his massive success, Strait has remained remarkably humble, rarely seeking the spotlight outside of his music and letting his songs speak for themselves. A legacy of family values. In December 1971, George Strait took a deeply personal step by eloping to Mexico with his high school sweetheart, Norma Voss. Their relationship began during their teenage years in Pearsall, Texas, and despite the typical challenges of young romance, their bond proved to be enduring and steadfast. Their decision to marry privately reflected their independent spirit and desire to commit to one another on their own terms, away from public attention. The couple's quiet beginning set the tone for a marriage that would span over 5 decades, a rare and beautiful example of love in the public eye. Strait often credited Norma as the steady, grounding force in his life, someone who stood by him through every success and hardship. The Strait family and tragic loss. Soon after their marriage, George and Norma started a family with the birth of their daughter, Jennifer Lynn Strait, on October 6, 1972. Jennifer brought immeasurable joy to the family, and George often spoke of how much he treasured his time with her, especially as his music career took off in the early 1980s. In 1981, their family grew once more with the birth of their son, George Harvey Strait Jr., affectionately known as Bubba. While George was a megastar in the country music world, Bubba pursued a path aligned with the rugged traditions of Texas: rodeo. Bubba eventually earned respect as a team roper in the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association. Tragically, the Strait family was forever changed when Jennifer was killed in a car accident in 1986. The loss was devastating, and George withdrew from the public eye to mourn privately, choosing to honor her memory by founding the Jennifer Lynn Strait Foundation, which supports children's charities in San Antonio and beyond. The foundation and honoring Jennifer, the Jennifer Lynn Strait Foundation, was established in 1986 in honor of their daughter, Jennifer, who was tragically lost at the age of 13. The foundation focuses on supporting children in need, including those in the areas of education, health, and the arts. This charitable endeavor has allowed the Strait family to channel their grief into a positive cause, offering a lasting tribute to Jennifer's life. Over the years, the foundation has become an integral part of George and Norma's legacy as they continue to give back to the community and support organizations that make a difference in children's lives. The foundation serves as a powerful reminder of the Strait's commitment to helping others and honoring the memory of their beloved daughter. Bubba's legacy and pride. As the years passed, George watched his son, Bubba, grow into a talented young man with a passion for rodeo. In 2006, George had the honor of watching Bubba compete at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, an event rich in Texas culture and pride. As George prepared to take the stage himself, he sat quietly in the stands, beaming with pride as his son took his turn in the arena. This image of a country music legend watching his son uphold Texas traditions encapsulated the values George held dear: family, tradition, and a commitment to living authentically. For George, life was always about balancing fame with family and staying true to his roots, something he has always prioritized in his personal life. George Strait's musical legacy. George Strait's influence on country music is immeasurable. Not only has he preserved the genre's traditional roots, but he also modernized them in a way that kept them fresh and relevant. His dedication to a pure country sound, free from the trends of pop-infused music, has made him one of the most beloved figures in the genre. His songs are timeless, and his influence can be heard in the work of contemporary artists like Garth Brooks, Alan Jackson, Chris Stapleton, and Cody Johnson. Strait's ability to maintain his authenticity in a rapidly changing music industry is a testament to his artistry and integrity. Even as country music evolves, Strait remains a pillar of tradition, a bridge between generations of fans and artists alike. Toby Keith's legacy and impact. In addition to Keith's musical accomplishments, Strait highlighted his personal qualities, including his generosity, humor, and resilience. He admired Keith's work ethic, especially during his battle with stomach cancer, noting that Keith's tenacity inspired not just his fans, but also his fellow musicians. Strait reflected on the powerful impact Keith had on the evolution of country music, noting that Keith's contributions brought a new wave of listeners to the genre. While the two artists came from different eras, Strait recognized that Keith's presence had shaken up the country music scene, keeping it dynamic and relevant. Strait's words emphasize that country music has room for all kinds of voices, from cowboys to rebels, and that Keith was a vital part of that diversity. A tribute from one icon to another. George Strait's tribute to Toby Keith was a rare and emotional moment for fans, as it marked one of the few times Strait publicly acknowledged a peer in such a personal and heartfelt manner. Strait spoke not only about Keith's musical contributions, but also about his character, reflecting on the moments they had shared behind the scenes at award shows and charity events. Strait admitted that while they didn't always run in the same circles, he had always admired Keith for doing things on his own terms. This tribute came at a poignant moment, as Keith had recently faced significant health challenges and fans had been reflecting on his legacy. Strait's words, filled with emotion, spoke to the passage of time and the importance of honoring those we admire while we still can. George Strait's legacy and final reflections. At 73, with more than 60 #1 hits and a legacy firmly secured in the annals of country music history, George Strait's tribute to Toby Keith carried the weight of experience, sincerity, and admiration. In opening up about Keith, Strait not only honored a fellow artist, but also reminded the world of the values that define country music: authenticity, integrity, and heart. Strait's words were more than just a reflection on Keith's contributions. They were a reminder of the deep bonds formed through music and the importance of paying tribute to those who have left their mark on the genre. As both artists continued to leave a legacy, George Strait's rare public acknowledgement of Toby Keith stands as a testament to the enduring power of country music and the artists who shape it.